Sports brands thrive on strong marketing campaigns that fuel emotion with their audience. One of the best brands in the world to be able to do this is Nike. And a few months ago, they released one of their best ads in a very long time. The campaign is called Winning Isn't For Everyone, and it's definitely a different approach compared to what they've been doing over the past few years. So in this video, I'm going to be breaking down the marketing tactics that they used in their campaign and what it does for them as a brand. We're going to be watching the video and I'm going to be pausing throughout to break down the certain tactics that I believe that they've used and the way that they've positioned their message for this campaign. So let's watch this video together and see what they did specifically to be able to convey this new message of theirs.
Am I a bad person? Tell me, am I? I'm single-minded.
So already you can see here the first few scenes of all the different athletes is showing their determination face, their focused face, the way they look when they're so competitive and doing everything possible to try and win. It's essentially focusing on athletes trying to do whatever it takes in order for them to gain victory.
Deceptive. I'm obsessive. I'm selfish. Does that make me a bad person?
The part where he says, I'm selfish, does that make me a bad person, is exactly the type of message that they're sending in this campaign. It's them coming from the angle saying, our athletes are so competitive that they will do whatever it takes in order to win. And these days, sometimes doing that comes across as a negative thing in society, but Nike is now coming and saying that no, it's actually a positive thing, and our athletes do that.
Am I a bad person? Am I? I have no empathy. I don't respect you. I'm never satisfied. I have an obsession with power. I'm irrational. I have zero remorse. I have no sense of compassion. I'm delusional. I'm maniacal. You think I'm a bad person? Tell me. Tell me.
You see that this narration by Willem Dafoe, I think his name is a perfect way to get someone with that aggressive tone in them and being able to focus and emphasize heavily on the message they're trying to send out. Now you can see here all the Nike athletes that are in these scenes are just purely, their tunnel vision, they're focused on trying to win and only doing that. And you can see that they're doing things like dunking on their opponents or, outpacing them in a race. It's just purely showing the victory and them doing whatever it takes to win. It's showing that their competitive spirit isn't something to be apologetic about. Let's continue watching.
Tell me, Emma. I think I'm better than everyone else. I want to take what's yours and never give it back. What's mine?
You see this look here? Let me just go back to it.
I want to take what's yours and never give.
See the way he's looking at his opponent? It's exactly the message they're trying to send. That they are so competitive in nature that when they're passing their opponent in a race or whatever sport they may be playing, that they're essentially greasing them off and saying that I'm going to come out victorious and you're going to lose.
Give it back. What's mine is mine, and what's yours is mine. Am I a bad person? Tell me, am I?
So now you can see that all the athletes towards the end of this video are coming out victorious in their specific sports. So you see Mbappe taking on a few players, you see LeBron James dunking, you see Giannis as well celebrating. So this is now towards the end of the video showing that you saw them being so focused at the start and so determined for them to then come out victorious after that.
Does that make me a bad person? Tell me, does it?
So you can see here that Nike had a very strong emphasis on changing their angle from previous years. They've recently been they used to be more gentle with their approach and kind of just trying to involve everyone in their brand. But now they're pushing heavily, them saying that we are only for people and athletes who are determined to win and want to do whatever it takes to win. That's why there's such a strong push on them saying winning isn't for everyone, or even the narration saying, am I a bad person, so many times throughout the video. It's making you feel that hunger to win, to go and play your sport, to go and run your marathon. All of this is in place for whoever is watching, us, the audience, to feel like, okay, when I now put on Nike clothes or Nike shoes, I'm going to do whatever it takes to try and win, because that's what I've seen in this campaign. It gives you that fuel, it gives you that energy that, okay, I'm now an athlete. Whenever I wear Nike, I'm an athlete who's going to do whatever it takes to win. And this has been their message from the start, especially focusing on their very famous 3-word slogan, just do it. It's all about just getting the job done and just winning. And they're coming almost back to their roots now with this campaign and focusing heavily on them going back to wanting to do whatever it takes to win, and less of a general approach to cater for everyone. They want you to feel that you're now going to be separating yourself from the majority whenever you have these Nike sportswear clothes on, because you've now aligned yourself with someone who's going to do anything possible to win. This is what a strong marketing campaign does in sports. It makes the audience feel an emotion. It makes athletes feel a way where they want to go and win as much as possible. When done right, like Nike have done here, it can generate a lot of attention. This is a perfect example of how a sports brand can evoke emotions in their customers and their audience. And of course, with Nike's strength, they can get the world's best athletes in order to help them send that message. But even for just general sports brands, you need to make sure you tap into the emotion of your audience. Focus on emotion and less about the features of your product. And that's how you build a strong community and not just trying to get customers. You want people attached to your brand. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care.